Have you ever watched a video game trailer that made you regret pre-ordering the game? So it's been kinda nice that, almost every 360 game is now getting remastered or remade or deluxe remastered, whatever you call it. But one I wasn't expecting, but was a welcome surprise, was Lollipop Chainsaw. A 2012 action game about a cheerleader with a chainsaw slashing up zombies made by the same people behind The Silver Case. Also, James Gunn wrote the English script of the game, leading to a very memorable time. But yeah, it was a pretty popular game when it came out, but it's nice that it's coming to new consoles and a new generation can play it. Now this remaster that is known as Lollipop Chainsaw RePOP is not being done by the original developers, Grasshopper Manufacture. Matter of fact, they didn't find out until we did. Development was shifted to Dragani Games, in which they own the rights to the franchise apparently. But ever since they've announced this remaster, everything has been feeling off about it. The promotion of this game seems very tight shut and confusing, and I really wanted to pinpoint why today. And it's also because when people are actually talking about Chainsaw Remastered or RePOP on YouTube, they just want to make clickbait videos with articles that don't matter. So, let's take a bite into how they're promoting Lollipop Chainsaw RePOP. Well, the reason I wanted to make this video is simply just to talk about the most recent trailer they released, which is the pre-order trailer. They've only released 2 trailers for this game, but both of them are edited horribly. We get long stretches of unedited gameplay without any rhyme or reason or not even matching the music at all. And just showing off, hey, it's Lollipop Chainsaw, guys, get hype, I guess. My thing is, especially if you're making a remaster or this is a re-release, a trailer needs to talk about the features in the game. There's an immediate red flag the moment the pre-order trailer starts. It talks about how the footage in the trailer is the RePOP version of the game, which apparently doesn't have any blood or just sparkles or whatever. And there's an option to turn on the original version of the game, which is completely strange to me because if you're telling us this, then why aren't you showing this off? You can easily make a comparison shot. Matter of fact, as silly as this sounds, it's incredibly ironic that your trailer mentioned an accessibility feature in the most inaccessible way possible. I shouldn't have to pause the video just to read about an accessibility feature regarding QuickTime events. To actually find out what content is in the game, or what has been cut, or what has been changed, you have to find Yasuda's post on Twitter. I shouldn't have to scroll through a bunch of Twitter posts to find out what content is actually in the game. When I'm watching your trailer, I want to know what's in the game. I come to the trailer to find out more about the game. It's not just to get excited. I don't understand why they haven't created separate short trailers confirming the things that are actually in the remaster than just having the game director tweet out that maybe 70% of the game's songs are in the remaster. Another remaster that actually did that was Jet Set Radio. Sega went through and confirmed the songs that were in the HD version, and while they were missing 2 of the songs that were in the original version, because they were transparent of it, no one really minded that much. Also, I think everyone just wanted Dragula, but they released a trailer showing off that, yeah, these tracks are in the game, and they put out a blog post confirming all the tracks in the game. You can also easily make a trailer showing off what costumes are still in the game, because if you remember, the original US release had around 25 different costumes, with 5 different pre-order costumes that were retail exclusive, totaling to around 30 for the US version. Hi there, Sonic Kick from the future here. Now, I am glad I double-checked because I would have misinformed the audience, but they are adding new costumes, ones that are exclusive to this remaster, adding new chainsaws, and they're also adding a few new hairstyles for Juliet. They're also rebalancing the game, so that's nice too. But like I said, why instead of showing us the Zed fight, you could have just made a trailer with all these new features so people would actually know about them?
I shall take this L and grow.
I can easily compare this to another Grasshopper game that is getting a remaster that is coming out a month afterwards called Shadows of the Damned Hella Remaster. First off, the only small text that you see in the trailer is just a little footnote saying that the game's footage that you're seeing on the trailer was recorded on PC. But then the trailer literally just starts yelling at you. Like, it's Shadows of the Dam. Yeah, Suda51 worked on this. Mikami worked on this. We're gonna add 4 new costumes. We're gonna add a new game plus mode. We're adding new content to the game that will make you come back to it. And we're so excited that this game is coming out right smack dab on Halloween, which was actually the release date I was wishing for. Oh, by the way, it's $25. It's kind of embarrassing when Lollipop Chainsaw RePOP is $45. But when you look at the trailers for RePOP, it's like, hey, look, it's Lollipop Chainsaw, but repopped. Hey, look, remember that boss from the game? This boss was fun, right? Watch this guy play the game, I guess. Without any excitement at all. And what really is kind of funny about this whole thing regarding the RePOP trailer is that this remaster doesn't look good at all. Now, there are some people that have made comparison videos regarding Lollipop Chainsaw and the look of RePOP regarding the first trailer, but my thing is, the only one I've seen recorded on RPCSX3, which to me does not do the game any favors because that is not how the game looked when it was released. One of the things that RePOP is missing is the comic book filter that was in the original release of the game. It blended in with the comedic tone and art style of the game. They even had this filter in character introductions for gags like this.
Torturing small animals? What kind of whack job waterboards Chip and Dale? That makes Skyliner here like the most uncoolest dude ever!
It's kind of really disappointing as well when you compare the original game's graphics to RePOP. RePOP looks incredibly bright for no reason at all. When I pointed this out on Twitter, when I took a screenshot and compared the original game and how RePOP looked in the most recent trailer, a lot of people were kind of shocked, but some people started coping as well. My thing is, you can make the argument that the game looks better because it's in a higher resolution and the models are higher quality, but at the same time, the environments look washed out. The effects on the chainsaw and attacks look worse, and it looks even more unfinished than the original game. It was interesting seeing people get defensive because I took a mobile screenshot and the pictures looked compressed. Someone flat out called me an idiot even when they don't have any argument to stand on because they started saying that the game controls better and the game ain't even out yet. This game hasn't even been playable in public events.
And either way, that's gonna be subjective depending on how the rebalance is.
But instead of responding to this tweet directly, I'm just gonna play a clip from Your Movie Sucks review on The Flash while slightly altering the footage of the clip.
But the people clowning on Lollipop Chainsaw are criticizing how awful the visual effects look, which, if shot on a cell phone and uploaded with shitty compression onto Twitter, would actually help the look of the game. Have you ever tried to watch an old Pixar movie in 4K? A higher resolution and cleaner image makes visual effects look worse, not better. The less detail you can see, the less you can see how bad it is. The low resolution and poor quality images are doing a favor, because a high resolution and clear image makes the bad effects look worse. If the textures still look like PS3 graphics when it's shot through a fucking phone and uploaded to Twitter, that means the effects are really bad. That means the effects are horrendous. What even is this cope?
If you're curious, yes, I'm still buying RePOP from PlayAsia on Switch because I do not feel like giving my money to Limited Run. But even so, even for people that don't think I don't like the game or I'm not gonna play the game, I literally have my own footage on screen that I recorded. I'm still putting my foot down, and I'm keeping my pre-order out of spite.
My original ending for this video was super doomer, but I also just realized they did not market this game well at all. The fact I had to go through a Twitter thread to figure out what features are in the game is ridiculous. You need to be telling your consumers what is in the game. You need to entice them to want to purchase the game if they already own Lollipop Chainsaw or want to try this new version. You need to show off the features. You cannot just show off some gameplay and expect people to want to care. And especially if it's poorly edited. So yeah, originally I was very harsh, but it was also because I was misinformed. When this game was announced 2 years ago, they announced it as a remake and then it turned into a remaster, and it's like, what are you doing? Confusing marketing like this can kill a video game in sales. And that's really all I had to say. I'm glad I did my extra research and corrected myself, or I would have regretted it forever for spreading misinformation. But anyways, the too long didn't read is that I think the game does not look great visually. I think the marketing has been fumbled, but I'm still excited to play the re-release to see how that version of the game holds up. But the fact I had to read a Twitter thread by a fan who was willing to put together the information is really annoying.
Anyways, I'm done. Hope to see you in another video in like a week or so.